Alright guys, welcome to another episode of Friends of Football podcast. My name is Imran Otieno, standing in for Elijah Ouko, who's away. He's currently with Wazito. They're playing a friendly with Talanta. And as you all know, he's joined the Mad Goat team, so there are a couple of shows that he'll be missing, and we wish him all the best. Unaona, Friends of Football is a good breeding ground, so mkiona pale Ray Torres ameingia a Kenyan Premier League team, jua ni cause of courtesy of Friends of Football. Yeah, Friends of Football is sponsored by D&D. D&D is we have a partnership with D&D that they sponsor this show. They give us jerseys, as you all see. Ogutu Papa is looking all good with the Atletico Madrid jersey.
Wanaleta glasses.
Yeah, they deliver everything. If you need gifts for your better half, gifts for your parents or anybody, friends, your loved ones, they also have these beautiful jerseys, and they have a discount for guys of Friends of Football. So head over to dndeliveries.co.ke and use the code FFP. You'll get a discount of 200 because they sell their jerseys out at 1,200. But if you use the FFP code, you get a 200 discount, meaning you get the jersey at 1,000. But I'm in the company of very good panelists. I'll start with on my right,
Ray Torres.
Ugutu.
Ashley.
Yeah, and Ashley is a fresh graduate. I'll graduate this week.
Wow.
Tell us the experience.
Well, sad after job, but it's good. It's good not to be in school anymore. Very good.
Usijali, FFP is a job tayari.
Ashley amegraduate time mbaya. Hata na graduate kwa Zoom. Pole jo. Pole. Unapoenda pale usimame, power to read. Familia yote imetoka Ocha. Nikamkuona hiyo achievement. Congrats.
But we move regardless. Thank you so much.
Yeah, but anyway guys, we have a good show lined up. We will discuss Harambee Stars. They played back-to-back matches against Comoros home and away. We have that in store for you guys. We also have Wazito appointing Francis Kimanzi as the head coach. And we'll also talk about the league resumption. I'm finally excited, guys. It's only 1 week till KPL returns. It's now called the FKF Premier League. And there's also international break that is coming in March, so it's football action for like 4 months right now without any international break disruptions. Last week we had the international break, which was a bit boring, especially if you're a Kenyan fan.
Kama wewe ni msoekeleza jikoni, huwezi shinda.
Okay.
Dude, Games Africa ni hard.
Nation League, huwezi shinda.
Games Africa ni hard, maze. Imagine wakakucheza game. Grao yenyewe ni mbaya. Maana umetoka Liverpool. Hawezi toboa hizi grao zetu kidogo, tunahitaji stadium.
But on the contrary, I made money during the international break, so I'm not complaining.
Ile jana.
Not here,
Jana nitafuta 1.4. Aliingia. Akakitengeneza kitu. Ile sio kona mechi.
Walifunga 95.
Yeah.
But anyway guys, Wazito appointed Francis Kimanzi as the head coach on a 4-year deal. He unveiled his technical bench, and it's quite experienced, a seasoned technical bench. They have the assistant coach as Kamau, who was the under-20 head coach, and former Posta Rangers head coach also. They also have a female in the technical bench, who is the sports scientist. I think she's called Sylvia Kariuki.
Okay.
Yeah, and there's also, I think, Samuel Okoko, who's the goalkeeper trainer. And in the unveiling, Kimanzi said that he's finally glad to be back in the yellow and black, having coached Tusker before. Okay. Ray, what do you think about the appointment?
I think the appointment is good because Wazito wamekuwa kichuja coach every now and then. So Kim is the most qualified coach. For them, it's a big appointment. Tuna hope sasa tucheki ball yenye ataleta. Problem ni wale walikuwa walisign off wengine. So I'm sure tuta get 20 players. Don Rico akisema wako chini. Sasa ni katikati but good appointment. Iliwa kama so kama pia ni msanaelewa bora. Hiyo team iko tu fit. Na pia nimesikia kuna a lady kwa bench. Amazing. Gender empowerment. Ni poa.
Do you think that they'll finally challenge for the title? Not probably win, but be around the top 4 or something with Kimanzi's appointment, because this is a coach who's coached Mathare United. He's lifted the league with Mathare 2008. Coach Tusker, Coach Sofapaka, has had several stints with Harambee Stars. And under his helm, Harambee Stars was, I think, 68, which is the highest that he's ever been on the FIFA rankings. Do you think that Wazito has finally gotten it right and they'll challenge for the title?
So, kitu interesting, tuko na credible source, I would say, alituambia ati one of the conditions that Kimanzi alikuja nayo ndio kwa hiyo team ni atachuja wase, alete wase wake. So, until then, Kenya naweza sema ni it's interesting that players who itakuwa new coach na players hakuwa anataka wacha tuone wale wanaweza prove wana deserve kucheza, especially the younger players, and we see from there. Right now I don't know, I'm just not sure.
Ashley, we finally have a female on the technical bench. I think it's one of the few clubs that have a female on the technical bench in the FKF Premier League. What do you think of the appointment of Sylvia Karuki as a sports scientist?
Honestly, I think it's a step in the right direction because, as he said, it's gender empowerment. Sports is a very male-dominated field. So having a lady for technical bench Wazito is a step in the right direction. I also feel like, especially here in Kenya, I think abroad it happens here and there, but here in Kenya, it's one of the firsts. So it's a step in the right direction. Can't wait to see what she brings to the team. Hope wase watakuwa fit and everyone, all eyes on her for sure.
I think pia ku add on your story, issue yangu flip side hiyo appointment ni hizi team planning iko wapi? Huwezi kuwa na coach until 1 week before the league starts. Unaleta papa coach team. Planning asa wana plan aje? What happens kwa hizo clubs? Hatuwezi wakivu hata kama unaleta the best coach available now. Yeye kuchukua hiyo job ni risk. If it doesn't go well, 3 months later.
On his unveiling, he said that he's planning to win the title. He didn't give a timeline, but the most worrying thing about his comments, he said that he's planning to win the title, but he doesn't know how to do it. What do you think of the comments?
I don't think hakuna time ya kuwin title. Balls ime change. Every team is fit. Hata ukiangalia balls za Europe, every team is fit. Difference za hizi teams ni kidogo sana, maybe individual brilliance. Na hakuna time kwa management. If you play 1 year, uja get targets. Next year kuna owner anataka kukuacha kwa job. If the owner of Wazito is patient na Kim, then ata win title. Not now, but in a few years. But ata win. But kama owner iko patient anataka results sahi, sasa sisi tunangoja tu tukucheki.
But don't recall wangi patient.
Ndio hiyo sasa sijui. Acha tungoje tucheki. But
we'll see. Time will tell.
He's a good coach. He's a good coach. Very good coach. I think do amebuy wase wengi kwa team.
Ogutu, Wazito have Wivoni Souza in the team. They also have they have Wivoni Souza on the team. They also have Johnston Omurwa. These are 2 players that was with Kimanzi at Mathare United. Do you think that they'll get the running in the team since Kimanzi has been appointed? And I think Kimanzi had an interview with Eli on Madgot, and Eli asked him about the young players, and he said they'll have to prove themselves to get into the team. But do you think these are 2 players who are crucial for Kimanzi and will be the spine of the team when he takes over?
No, I think umse Kenya nachora signing system, not players. I think atachora system and atatumia like 2 or 3 friendlies. If I were him, I think atapanga friendlies, maybe mbili publicized, moja yenye itakuwa so much known, alafu ataangalia tu 20 minutes atachagua. I think anakaa mswa kuweka tu first 11. So I think it's good. Isuza alimchezea Mathare, but that was almost 3 years ago. I don't know if he's the same player. So Wazito iko na quality bro. Kina Uburu wako pale.
Boniface Omondi former Gor Mahia.
Wako pale bana. So for me, I think Omse atakam tu na system. Then ataongea na bench, atampea assessment of who they think can play that football na ataanza hapo.
Ashley, your prediction, where will Wazito finish this season, this coming season, 2020-2021?
Probably top, I don't know, 8 or 7, But
So
they'll be in top 10. Yeah.
Okay. Ray.
Unaniweka place mbaya. Mimi najua sasa Wazito. Mimi nasema tu all the best. I think what struggle ama I don't know what struggle ya juu unajua. So rahisi kuadapt kwa coach mpya hivyo fast. So maybe number 10. KPL ni league tough. Videos change. Kwa ball videos change overnight until you get the best coach today. Kesho uko number 5. No.
Alafu kwa Adoniki Ture anasema kuna factor yenye waseo people don't talk about much, which is everybody who plays against Wazito anataka kusign up.
Yeah, hata mimi nilikuwa nataka job hapo.
There you have it, guys. Ray has thrown his weight behind Wazito. Finally.
Nilikuwa nataka job. Yeah, but I think what 10th is good for them.
Do you think you can walk straight into that Wazito team?
Straight. Just strike ni nani naenda straight. Sidangani msee mimi najitambua. Confidence. Hapo nacheza.
Those are bold.
Nimecheza nao wase so no pressure.
Bold predictions right there by Ray. And finally on Kimanzi's appointment. Wazito had initially announced his technical bench, and they had Matthew Otamax as the goalkeeping coach, but there was a bit of push and pull, and Matthew Otamax was like his appointment was revoked, and Samuel Okoko was appointed, and the tabloids, they said Kimanzi na Otamax hawapatani. Do you think they've started on the wrong foot, or
Imran bana walienda wakatoa Muyoti Kakamega, all expenses paid. Nilikuwa najua ndio coach, hata hii ya Kimanzi imenipiga.
I don't think goalkeeping coach Kim alikuwa na kamna. I think Otamax alikuwa ashapewa job. Kama umesema kulikuwa na I think Otamax alikuwa ashapewa job in a different capacity.
Alikuwa amesema Muyoti amechukua head coach.
Yeah, the problem in Kenyan coaches man. Hata mimi nitafanya coaching badges zangu. Hopefully nitakuwa coach kwa hizo clubs or Europe. You need your own people kwa hizo vitu bana. Uwezi kama leo nasema sasa baba na goalkeeping coach tena anachujwa. No. You move with your people. Mseto Sundowns ameenda alienda na wase wake.
Yeah, he went with another head coach also.
And so fitness, you move with your people. But sisi tunaenda tu unaenda peke yako.
Unasare watu wako.
Football is tough.
That's how most coaches in the KPL are sabotaged.
Then you start again. Una get assistant, I umecheza for a few games, unaenda pom na chana, au unaenda place nyingine. Unadu vitu peke yako, then tena mnarudi una get an assistant mwingine. No, get your own technical bench, move with them. Ni trust issues zenye ziko hapa. Naelewa, kwa Africa ni hard. Everyone anataka tu kukaa kwa job. Naelewa, but job ina need performance. Yeah, and if you trust your people, unafikiri utaempower kukua better. Na watakusaidia kwa job.
There you have it, guys. Tell us what you think about Francis Kimanzi's appointment on Wazito. Comment in the section below. You can also, if you feel free to like our content, subscribe on our YouTube page, head over to Twitter, Friends of Football Podcast, and like our page, Facebook, Friends of Football, and also on Instagram, Friends of Football. So smash that like button, subscribe, and feel free to share our content. Crossing over to the league resumption. Finally, the FKF Premier League, they've announced they're pushing the date of kickoff. The Premier League was supposed to start this Saturday, but now it has been pushed over to Friday 27th of November. And they haven't released the revised fixture list, but I guess Bandari and Zoo will be the first fixture on Friday. Are you finally happy that there is light at the end of the tunnel in terms of resumption?
Yeah, kumekuwa na politics mob, elections. Sisi tunataka tu kucheza ball. Mafano wanataka tu coach ball. Wase make those out because watako home. So ball kurudi direction hapo tumesonga mbele. So wacha tungoje to watch sasa.
I was speaking to Ogutu off the camera, and he told me that he's planning to make a return to football. Ogutu, now that the league is returning on 27th, do you still hold those same ambitions?
Imenipita.
At 19?
Yes, sasa unajua sasa nataka kurudi bola, I'm still young. I'm only 19 and I share the same birthday as Abdallah Musa, who plays for South Sudan. So ball mazoezi ndio tu hivyo ucheze Imran. Una need mwili kwa fit. And your body will tell you. So for me naweza taka kurudi ball but a lot of factors lazima zikuwe right. Conditions actually lazima zikuwe. Otherwise wrong. Imekaa kwa treatment table. Sitaki kurudi. Bye sana.
Ashley, what have we missed most about the FKF Premier League?
The vibe at the stadium. I really miss it, and having the fans singing, the vuvuzelas, everything, especially games za Gor in watch kadhaa. So and basically iyo hype ya kuna game. Yeah, I think everyone is excited. The league is resuming, and yeah, can't wait.
Now that Thika United is relegated and probably there are rumors of it being disbanded, what team do you support in the FKF Premier League now?
Kakamega Homeboys.
Kakamega Homeboys?
Lakini si kuna story hapo.
Mbona Imran anaenda Thika United?
Si yeye support Thika.
Bana.
Yeye ana support Thika.
Well,
Yeye ana support Thika United, so she has to have a Kenya Premier League team.
Unaweza kudisband. Mimi nilicheza Thika. My best football nilicheza Thika United. So your club iko close to my heart. Nikipata dola naenda kuibuy na irudisha kwa league. Because your town haina club. Maybe my youth or your town wana struggle, yeah. So usiseme hivyo nikaa tuna disband. Tunataka kuirudisha. Tuta disband.
Well and good. We've seen clubs strengthen their squads. Sofapaka have signed Lawrence Juma, who's a seasoned Kenyan international. They've signed the KCB defender, Michael Kibwage. Yeah. They've also signed Roy Okal. And they have a good squad. I think they've also signed Saha, who was at Wazito.
Yeah.
We have Gor Mahia, who have signed, I think, close to 18 players. So teams are strengthening. Wazito have also signed.
Yeah.
Who do you think will challenge for the title? 3 teams.
Mimi lazima ni support. Mimi ni fan wa Ingwe, so Ingwe wanafaa kwa title mwaka. Juu hata kumekuwa na COVID, wamekawia. Warudi wa fight the title. Gor watakuwa hapo. No matter what
number come sunshine.
Inakuanga hata wasaini wa 30 Gor watakam to. There's a ways you anatumia nene. There's a way watakam watafightia. So Sofapaka watatry. Ulinzi wanakuanga. So for me Ingwe Gor maybe Sofapaka ulinzi. Hata tu niseme ulinzi juu Sofapaka. Issue yangu na Sofapaka, you have players, yeah, but do you have the right people kuwafikisha pale juu?
We had Bidco United joining the league. I think they are newbies.
Wazo kuna best yangu very close. Tulikuwa na Thika na Papa. Ako Bidco to Wilson anekea. Anekea ni experience maze. Wacheza bora alishinda title na matano. Msempoa sana. I'm happy. Wamepanda, so all the best.
Kyle Walker.
All the best man. Sasa tu ni kuacha wapambane. Kila mtu ajitafutie.
So we had Bidco joining the league. We also had Harambee Stars making a comeback.
Yes.
Who do you think will be the relegation contenders and go back to NSL?
Nafikiri Bidco wanarudi all the way down. Siko baya. KPL ni tough. Nimecheck signings wao. I don't know. As a footballer, sijui kama we get the right people. Ama energy mpya, youth players.
They've really gone for experience.
Yeah,
guys
we get experience
there.
pekee. I'll get new players and wanaweza change game. Experience wasa wanawajua, so easy to read your game. So I don't know. Bidco watashuka tu. Citizens will survive. So maybe Bidco na Vihiga.
Vihiga United.
Yeah. Juu kuna issues za do. So zingine tu ni do. Hizi clubs ni do. If you don't have money, then players are lipi watacheza aje game. If they can sort out those issues, kwanza Vihiga wanaweza do poa juu wako na kwenda away ni tough. Going kwa Vihiga ni tough. But let's wait and see.
Yeah, and this is the first season that will actually feature 3 clubs from the NSL, because we had a NSL team beating a Kenya Premier League team in the promotion relegation playoffs. Yeah. Ogutu, what are your predictions? Tell us who do you think will win the league?
Me does not do Gor because watashinda game zote za home. Away league yetu, to be honest, it doesn't feel like teams are strong across board for 5 teams. So I think Gor first, second Tusker, na third Sofapaka Uruki. Hiyo ndio nasema relegation. Bidco na Uruki. City Stars ni atimu cheka msema ni wasa Nairobi. Wasa Nairobi wanablock.
Simba wa Nairobi.
Watu wa Nairobi. These games za home pia. Away pia, I think they have the players that could get results. Ni draw tu tunaenda tukitafuta draw.
But you mentioned Gor Mahia will win all their home matches, but I tend to think Gor Mahia, they don't have a home or away, because hata wakienda away they'll dominate. Most of their fans would out.
Hata mafano wa mimi nishaona nilicheza game ya NSL ikiwa ligi na Zoo, when the season Zoo got promoted the first time. After your game, I think ilikuwa tulicheza set up like a curtain raiser. Gor wakakamcheza, I don't know who. It became now they are all Gor Mahia fans. So hiyo team haizi kosa support hata icheze wapi. For those reasons I think watashinda. Pia wame get good players man. Ukiangalia wasa wamekam. Yeah, good players.
And based on your predictions, Ray and Uguto, you guys have ruled out Kakamega Homeboys from the top 3, yet they finished second last season and almost gave Gor a run for their money.
Imran, hebu picture hii situation. Tuko kwa EPL, when Klopp, umseni Mourinho, mimi Pep. Nilienda kuchukua job ya Newcastle wa Saudi wamekam. Then wakanichuja hiyo timu.
Homeboys wacheza poa, but wacheza poa either first leg or second leg. They don't do it for the whole season. Yeah, so na pia ikwangi every year wanacheza the same. Hiyo ndio my problem.
So pia ni FC.
Yeah, but Homeboys wako na style ya kuget out maplayer.
Yeah, they have the conveyor belt right at their doorstep. Yeah. Green Commandos.
Huko pia kuna players wengi, player huko ndani mwanzo deadly sana.
I'm sure Ashley you'll share the different opinions from those two. Give us the top 3.
Well, Kakamega Homeboys has to be there. I'm just praying and hoping watakuwa consistent. As you said, either perform well first leg or second leg, but maintain momentum, wako consistent, wanaweza challenge. Yeah. But of course, as everyone has said, hata unajua, I think Gor could win it again. And so top 3 yangu iko na Gor, Kakamega Homeboys, and the third one inaweza kuwa Sofapaka or FC. Yeah.
In relegation contenders?
I feel like for me it's too early to call it because that league ijanza, but Vihiga might be there because of the financial situation they are in. If that can be sorted, then for me it's too early to call anything. Yeah, it's too early to call anything.
Posta wanashuka, nilisahau. Posta wanashuka.
The mailman. Wacha wapamzo hawezi.
Posta wanashuka. Nilisahau, hiyo ndio nilikuwa nataka kukam.
Mimi nimecheza Posta. So siwezi, my biggest issue na Posta ni management hawajui ball. Hawaelewi ball kabisa.
Leona Nick Salat Mazee is part of the management.
Bro, honestly hawajui ball. TM anakaga kwa ofisi. TM gani kwa ofisi wasa wakitrain? Utajuaje kama mimi sijadishi food asubuhi ama wife yangu kutoeni msika? Aje, ndakupigia ni kwamba mtoeni msika. Ama nikikamtizi ndo nakushow ni personal issues. Yeah, so Posta management mazee, so kama papara zimamshuke mazee. Timu yangu ngezi na ubaya. Because kitu Posta utaka ni wa survive kwa league. As a player, I find it so difficult kuelewa team yenye haina vision ya kuwin kitu. Yeah, lazima tuingie ground ku win. Kusurvive tu kwa league anyone can do that. But you want more. Tunataka more, hiyo ndio issue. So mimi bado nabaki na team zangu. Viga mabest yangu wako pale. Lakini nafikiri watashuka na Bidco.
Yeah, and there's one thing I'd want to put to test this season. Sofapaka are playing their home games in Mwatate, and I've played in that stadium.
You're only big.
I've played in that stadium.
You come at Ivory Coast. Big.
That stadium has a very high altitude. For you to get there, you need to climb. As in, it's a very winding journey. And I'd liken it to Bolivia. There was a time Bolivia ilipiga Argentina 6-0 because of altitude. So I expect Sofapaka to win all their home games.
Like, na sasa watacheza game zote hapo ama watachange? Unajua hizi teams za Kenya hizi
they have an agreement with the Taveta County and I think they're being paid a certain amount.
So wana train Nairobi ama wana train Taita?
I think they'll be training in Nairobi and traveling to Taita, maybe camp there a day or two.
Yeah, it makes sense. You're in a away team.
Yeah, and especially for the fans. Taita is somewhere, hey, it's a far place. You get to Voi, uingie huko ndani. Hiyo mlima. It's a beautiful scenery.
Basi peleka team huko instead of kufanya wazee and awege. Yes, your home if they're going to travel on Thursday, train on Friday, play on Saturday. It's your home game. Go equal na wase wana come.
But anyway, guys, it's time for the Octopus to give the predictions. I think Gor Mahia will win the league for the 4th consecutive time. Number 2, I'll go for Sofapaka. Sofapaka, I think they've signed well. John Baraza is hungry for the title. 3, I'll go for Homeboys. Homeboys is a team that is difficult to beat at Bukungu Stadium.
Sana.
It's very difficult for you to get away
with 3
points.
Na Homeboys to chapa FC 3-0.
Yeah, and there was a time I was almost lynched for my comments. I said Kakamega Homeboys is the biggest team in Western.
Usiseme karibu na
Yeah, so those 3, I think FC will challenge for the title. They've also recruited well. They've managed to get some international experience. We're waiting to see how that will pan out. Relegation contenders, I think, I don't know why Zoo Kericho will be among the contenders to go down, and Vihiga United. Zoo and Vihiga. Those are my 2 relegation contenders. Probably in the relegation playoffs, Nzoia hawajani convince. Despite signing well, they haven't convinced me yet. They struggled last season, so those 2.
Actually Nzoia wataishia.
Sugar baby.
Walibypass na walipi wachezaji. Kama tulengelea kitu I think.
Zone 1. Yeah, we spoke about that. But anyway, crossing over, it's time now to dissect the Harambee Stars performance. It was a very disappointing performance. I'm a big supporter of Harambee Stars, by the way. We lost here at Comoros Moroni 2-1, drew here at Kasarani 1-1, and now the mathematics is very challenging because we have 3 points, 3 identical 1-1 draws from those 3 points. We haven't won a home game, we haven't won an away game. We lost against Comoros, and for me the mathematics was on Comoros.
I think Saini plays tunarudi kwa drawing board. The next 2 games, get young players wacheze. Yeah, build a team for the next qualifiers. Yeah, sasa inafaa tukue free kusema okay, we tried to make build a different team. Wape chance wakue free waanze kuingia kwa game. Then the next qualifiers watakuwa comfortable, young players watakuwa shaingia. Tucheze now because tuko na so many experienced players sasa kwa setup.
Mbona unaogopa kusema Deadwood?
Jumini player. Sipendi kujudge player hivyo venye wana mjudge. Mimi naangalia ball kama player. Wale sisi wao kuna pressure mob. Wana face a lot of criticism zenye iko kwa game. Nakubali hata mimi ningekuwa kwa hiyo team. You are allowed kunipasha. Juu ni ball. Hiyo ndio industry yetu kwa hivyo. Issue yangu ni kwa hiyo game hata sio players. Issue yangu ni nimefikiria sana both games. Tactical ability.
From the player side or coach side?
Coaching. For me ni coaching, sio players. Tulienda Moroni, si ndio? Tukafungwa. Tukafunga. What happens?
Second half, few minutes.
Game reading. Tunajua hawa say on attack na transition. Hawa say they are very good 1v1. On attack na 3 players. Sisi tuna defend na 6 players. Aje. Kuna 3 players only. Walipiga cross kulikuwa na 1 player between 6 players. Akapiga bao.
The first goal header.
Coach wetu hakurealize hao sasa wanakaa mbele 3 players. Hakurealize. And 2 games zote mbili hakurealize hao sasa attack na numbers. Wanacheza deep. Sisi ni sawa tola tu kutumia set piece. Tuko tusharudi kwa game. Bado tuna chase game, tuko 1-1, we can get a point. Tuna chase game. alafu tuna open spaces kucheza kwa game plan ya our set. Kwa hiyo hao walikuwa na come deep, wana wait,
they soak in the pressure and spring on the counter. Transition yao ni swift, amazing. Ball kuna tu attacking, defending na transition. Hizo points maze kidogo hapo tactical ability tuko down. Ili happen pia AFCON tuliacha Musa ni best yangu, tuliacha Musa 1v1 na Mane. What does that happen? Hapo already tuko nje. We can't do. For me, bench coaching wali to let down kama players. Mimi ningekuwa player, we can't do anything kama tuko kwa pitch. We can try and play, get those spaces to have the moment, but coaching, technical bench na fight songesha mbele kiasi. You mentioned that we need to inject some young blood into the team. Yeah. Who do you think should be sacrificed in that team in terms of experience? Because we had a lot of experienced players. We had Wanyama, we had Brian Mandela, we had Joanna Omolo, we had Eric Joanna. Yeah. Who do you think should be? For me, nafikiri tunafaa tu try midfield yote na just change those guys. Hata keeper. I don't think Origi ni legend. I don't think alikuwa needed to come back. Come back for Origi ni kusaidia young players wacheze. Yeah, even though mimi naangalia vitu. Sai mimi am 28 nacheza experience. Siwezi enda club yenye iko na striker young na mimi bado nataka kuplay. Sawa, nafani kueneza side ya mtoi ku. Even if nacheza mbele yake, you should learn something, anafaa learn kitu kwangu, yeah. You should mentor him to. Yeah, my problem ni wale wako pale kwa setup. I don't know if wanasaidia wao young ama they're playing for themselves. I don't know. Mimi siko kwa setup, so sijui, but a clever coach, a clever federation ni kuangalia future. Future nilikuwa naambia papa Toby sasa anavaletwa pale acheze kwa kapi Wanyama. Kwanza kuwa game for real. Bring these kids 2 years now watu wao make mistakes. Watakuwa fit. Tutakuwa tunalia. Oguto, we are 3 points. Comoros and Egypt have 8 points in the group. We are sitting third. Togo have 1 point. We only have 2 games remaining, Egypt and Togo. Do you think we can qualify for the 2021 African Cup of Nations?
Kuna game hapa na Ray, Togo na Egypt. Egypt scored 3 goals yenye Togo walikuwa switch off completely. Na nimeona defense yetu hapa kwa TV. Salah anakuja kumaliza game. Wapigwa 2-0. I don't think so because vile tu umesema plan ilikuwa Comoros. Hey, African team yende shinde the next 2 games. Nigeria alibottle 4 goals.
Yeah.
I don't think Nigeria anasema ina make sense. Actually mimi hata ningechuja off. Sasa walikuwa called up 28. Ningewacha watatu. Nikasema wengine wacheze. Sina maana. Na nipeane long term plan.
Gosmule won't agree with the comments because after he came back he said that it's a tricky one, but he was optimistic that Kenya will qualify for the African Cup of Nations. Ashley, do you think that we have chances facing Togo and Egypt? Egypt a very challenging side. We managed to hold them to a 1-1 draw in Cairo, and we also held Togo here at home, so meaning we have to go to Togo and get 3 points. At least to have 9 points in the group and hope that Comoros or Egypt will lose all their games, all their 2 remaining games.
Very. I'm not being pessimistic, but now it will be a bit difficult because I mean, Salah, we won't beat Egypt for sure. It will be difficult. Even if we beat Togo, will we qualify? We won't.
No. We'll have 6 points if we beat Togo. Guys are on 8 points right now.
Yeah, so itakuwa ngumu sana. Hatuta qualify. And honestly, I don't know if it's time to talk about the appointment yet. Am you coming to that?
You can talk about it.
I feel we would have stood a chance if we still had Francis Kimanzi. Because tungemchuja after this time, but not like sacking him and then putting in someone else who's probably not been in football for a while.
Not probably, he's actually been he's not been there for 10 years.
I'm trying to be nice. I feel like what will blunder sana because we stood a chance. Kama tulikuwa na Francis Kimanzi anajua team, anajua venye amekuwa kicheza and everything, but now having a new coach, now the team the team has to adapt to new styles of play, probably new
ideas from the coach.
New ideas and everything you get. So inakuwa tu ngumu. You get, it was such a short window for people to like internalize what he wanted and everything and to execute it on the field. So I think we will not qualify. Yeah.
Question to you guys.
Sorry,
question to you guys. Do you guys think like ukiwatch national team yetu tunazangani kama ni league? Hatujui kucheza tona. Hata football yenye tunacheza ni kama tu
bro,
pigwa ni sawa.
Unajua tuko tu the same guys wana run coaching. Coaching ija change. Same guys. Tukigrow up Kimanzi alikuwa coach. Nimekuwa footballer.
Kimanzi bado ni coach.
Mule alikuwa coach. Assistant wake Toer Muidin alikuwa coach 2000 Kenya 22. Sasa ndio wako kwa setup. So tunasonga mbele ama tunabaki the same place? Are we getting more coaches going to school ama tuko tu the same guys? Hiyo ndio issue inafaa tujifikiria as a country, na pia tuanze kuangalia youth football. Youth football ndo backbone.
Speaking of you said that Kenya needs to do away with the deadwood. Yeah, I'm not afraid to call them deadwood because honestly, there are guys who've been in that team and they didn't perform well, especially Comoros away. Man, there are some guys who are just walking in that game. As in, it was so embarrassing for you to wear the national team jersey and give out that sort of performance. So, who do you think Kenya should build their spine on moving forward?
Kuna center back. Nani?
Joseph Okomo.
Yeah, him. Nani akopoa left back?
Marcelo. Eric Marcelo.
For to stick tumke acheze. So for the right back, mliniambia mna right back Kenya. Ndio mliniambia. I think right back wako. Wewe niambia Wamadhe Kenya wajazama right back. Wako sababu wamezaliwa. I think ni kwa get tu. Tunafaa tafute midfielders wenye tutacheza nao. I don't know kama tunaenda na kina Muguna. Find a way. Mimi ningependa Toby acheke kwa system aanze kucheza. Use mseme young sako US ataleta hiyo kitu ameget huko. Pro. So build a team around him. Mbele it's open for anyone. Striking inakuwa open for anyone. Msedo John Coping lazima kwa setup. Lazima kwa setup.
But he didn't give a good performance, man. Eric Johanna was one of the, I'm not afraid to say it, but his performance was really poor in those 2 games.
It's fine.
And especially being played as a number 10 where you perform week in week out as a number 10 in Sweden and you manage to chip in with goals, but his performance wasn't good, let's be honest.
Haikuwa fiti, but he's still a young guy, so tuwezi sema sasa si come kwa setup. Bana, Joanna, give him time. Hata play tu atakuwa fiti. I think tunafaa pia to do ni band itoke kwa wanyama kama mtu younger player, kama chini. Yeah, hiyo band na go down kwa someone different, younger player. Setup yanze ku get fresh. New get also anze ku get new ideas, new beginnings. Leader mwingine kwa game inaweza kuwa poa. Leader wa young wanyama baki, lakini leadership iende kwa msemo. It's better. Hata Spain wametoka Ramos come down. Iko hizo ina happen everywhere. Team I think anafaa kuwa mse important kwa hiyo setup. Because I think he's mwambia papa every day. These guys are our best expert. Tuna play kama Timbe for us ni Mane.
He's ahead of Olunga.
Nambali. Timbe didn't grow here in Kenya. So wewe niambia tunaweza mfikia football wise is my age ya. Tuwezi mfikia football wise yale grow kwa academies za Europe. Sisi tulikuwa hapa tunaenda class. Akienda chuo anacheza ball. Ilikuwa anacheza chenga funga akienda kwa setup kufundishwa ball. So he's our best expert. I think with good coaching ama mzee anaweza manage Timbe anaweza tusaidia sana. So we need to use him kwa attack. We all know the most important player Sahi na Olunga.
In my opinion,
if we get them the right
in my opinion,
way to play, tunaweza make.
He's not much sharp, you can tell. Could be fit, no problem. Ukiwa match sharp Ray, una chances ni bao.
Issue yangu hata si hizo stories za match sharp. Sio team player.
Hata nikuulize swali.
Timu anajichezea.
Sawa Ray tucheze lakini isha kwa uzi. Kuna mtu atasema kibaya.
Hizi isha kwa uzi kama Imran ako free anaweza piga hiyo pass hapo. Imran apige empty net.
Yeah, I think he was sort of selfish in that game because, and for me, I said it in last week's podcast. He's not a team player and he needs to simplify his football. Just play, pass and go. As Ray said, this is a guy who's been consistent in Europe. In Europe, squeeze your individual brilliance imeisha, and that's why you find that if Brazilian players come to Europe, they first have to start from Portugal, then waende to other leagues. Because come straight to the Premier League. Brazilians ni wale wase wa flair. They wanataka ku take on guys, take on 3 players, and then maybe pass the ball. But football squeezing is simple. Pass and go. That's how you open up the defense. And actually, I was reading something about Jurgen Klopp. I think it's his new. There's a new movie about Liverpool, how they won.
Documented.
Yeah, documented how they won the title last season. And he was saying that in terms of pressing, it's easier. You conserve energy when you press immediately after you lose the ball than wait for like around 2 minutes and rudi kwa shape, and then all the players now have to run around and get the ball. Yeah, and you spend so much energy. So he says that when you lose the ball, immediately Jurgen press them and win back the ball and conserve the energy, because these are 3 players who will run rather than 11 players running behind the ball. So back to our topic of discussion, Harambee Stars. Ray, Ogutu, what do you think should be done moving forward? Should we change the coach? Because we had Nick Mwendo saying that his goal is to qualify for the 2022 World Cup in Qatar. Do you think it's a dream that is still possible?
Imran, Nick did 2 interviews before they went. The first one, he said that the cup is gold. The cup for the National League is gold. The second one, he was talking about the jet and the travel. He didn't talk about what the coach told him the plan for the games are. He didn't say anything. I leave that one there. Secondly, me niko ready for tuanze tena. Get new players. Because Imran, I'm sure home it's a ball kiasi, and I'm sure unaweza ni back up. The best game of your life ulicheza kama umekam tu umecheza, ujui ati umse ni Ray ati amecheza. Ujui hata Ray ni nani, wewe unacheza tu. I think we need that. Shida tuko nayo national team ni MC anakuja midfield from Sofapaka, anaona wanyama, anataka kucheza kufurahisha wanyama. Wewe kuja hapa ucheze ball yako.
Hapo sort of intimidated.
Mbaya sana. Unaona Kalaba unataka sasa tena akue best yako.
Akulete jezi kutoka Montreal Impact. Ashley, do you think 2022 is a dream that is possible?
Oh my God, I think today I'm so pessimistic about our team.
Usiogope. Feel free to share your views.
As long as the coaching bench, they'll have to make a few changes here and there, and I feel like right now I don't believe in our coach. No offense, guys, sorry, I don't believe in him at all.
Msewa patanisho.
Azijeki, ako sawa. Plan.
For me, I don't believe.
Nani yake ilishikwa Japan na COVID?
No.
Kweli.
No, tulimpea too short time ya kuplan vitu. Kwa pitch for 10 years.
Hey, ulisema kitu hapa a few months ago together podcast. Shida ya Kenya. Olunga isipopiga. Haijawahi work.
Hiyo ndio issue tuko nayo pia Imran maze.
Haijawahi work.
Sasa ni get call up niende kucheza Harambee. Wasota kuna pressure mob mimi nikicheza hapo striking maze. Kila mtu ananiwekea pressure. It shouldn't be like that. Haifai. Also, mwambie ile kila saa kukua star Kenya maze tunaweka gari zetu chini sana expectations. Nikienda Harambee leo nipige bao 3 Imran. Mtaniimba all the way hata nikiwa mbaya the next 20 games. Media wanashudanganya. Expectations iko low. It shouldn't be like that. Inafaa maze nikienda pale nipige 1 goal bado, 2 goals bado. Hizo ni vitu ndogo.
But I think that happens everywhere.
No, expectation should be high.
No, that's it.
Even Brazil. Kuna countries where kana 1 goal 10 games.
Maguire.
Yeah.
Hiyo sifiwa kila time, even if akona shambolic performance.
No, but if you go to Manchester,
media has to back you.
If you go to Manchester, mafana hawajafurahia Maguire. Wanampasha huko nje.
Media sanitize.
Ray, do you think we are overly critical of Harambee Stars? Because listen, I think Spain were playing, I think it's Switzerland, and Ramos missed 2 penalties. But me, sikusikia about Ramos missing 2 penalties and bashing him because your game ilisha draw. I think it was a 1-1 draw. But hukusikia ati Ramos missed 2 penalties, so probably tungeshinda hiyo game. Are we too critical of our players?
Very critical. Issue pia ni ati Kenyan players, kila mzee kwa media ako na wase wake. Nataka wase wacheze. Labda Imran kina pala asema unafaa jina Ray. Mse mwingine ile kina pala anafaa jina wase wake. Wase wa media wako na wase wao. So papa kama acheze vibaya, kuna side tu ya media yenye nataka criticize Masood is my friend. Yeah, since my best to make grow right matches the night trials mob tumekuwa Masood matches the next nationwide. Ile nini mazee pressure alikuwa nayo kucheza hiyo national team hizo game mbili. I wouldn't want it for hata my closest friend. Siwezi taka. Hiyo ilikuwa mbaya. Give him a chance mazee. Yaani mpeni chance tuone.
Imran
ni mazee mmembash.
Wazee wajali Ramos hata pena. Mazee ukienda angalia squad ya Spain hakuna remnants ya 2014. They changed the whole team. Dani Olmo anajui nani. Dani Olmo ndo anacheza mbele. Wamechange Ferran Torres. Guys are like
kuna David De Gea hapo.
Kenya shida ni Ray amesema bana akiwa na dreams akitembea City bila fare kuona ball. Kimanzi ndo alikuwa kwa.
Also
sahi ana drive ako na family. Kimanzi bado ako kwa. Hebu wewe mniambie Imran bana. So that means if this was Spain or Kenya tungekuwa tunaona Morientes bana. Kwa nini?
Also why our bash nani Ramos? Look, side nikienda World Cup na Kenya nishinda World Cup. Kuna kitu mnaweza nisho.
Ingawa wanyama anakuanga na inconsistent performance, but you find few people watambash.
My problem with wanyama ni as a captain si feel ametusongesha mbele. Me as a player when I watch growing up nilikuwa hiyo opportunity ya kumcheki. Si feel ametusongesha mbele. I think yana come tu tuna play tunaenda home. I think it should be a bit more to get a bit more from him. Hata sio ball tu in your players pia welfare bit more from end of captain
yeah, there was a time alikuwa attack na Budomar and he came out guns blazing. Kwa hiyo interview ya Mad God akasema listen, for me I have nothing to do with money, and aka clear the air because he was accused of colluding with the federation and being given some amount of money and to silence on the allowances. But he come out guns blazing akasema ana jado, and he's been there for a while and he's actually helped some of these players get deals in Europe, so he shouldn't be bashed as he was with some of the quotas calling that he was colluding with the federation. But anyway guys, that was the podcast today, episode 5. Feel free to like our Friends of Football page on Twitter, Instagram and Facebook. I think we are on 1950 something, almost 60 something, so to fix hizo numbers 2000. Smash the subscribe button on YouTube, like the video, comment on what you think. We talked about Wazito appointing Francis Kimanzi, we talked about the Harambee Stars performance, we gave our predictions on the league resumption, the FKF Premier League resuming. Tell us what you think guys, and for me it's a wrap.